Well, good morning. Today is Tuesday, the 29th of April. April is almost coming to an end. This is NFP week we are currently in, and there are some exciting trading opportunities within the market. So let's have a look at those opportunities right now. As always, my name is Francois Du Plessis, and this is Trade Talks. Let's get started. So let's kick things off with our economic calendar for today, just to see what is taking place from a fundamental perspective before we get into our charts for today. So please take note that today is a Japan holiday. So if you are trading any JPY pair, that will definitely affect you in that regard. However, my primary focus today will be at 4 o'clock South African Standard Time, when we will see the release of the CB Consumer Confidence Report, as well as the JOLTS Job Openings Report. Now, I'm going to be focusing more on the JOLTS Job Openings Report, as this is what I'll specifically be trading as well today as a fundamental event. And as per the consensus, we are expecting a slight decline versus the data that we received last month. That being said, let's get straight into the charts for today. So yesterday, I obviously gave you guys a bit of a weekly outlook and a weekly breakdown of what I'm seeing in the market and so forth. Before we do go any further, however, let me just please remind you that nothing that I'm sharing with you during this video should be taken as financial advice. This is just me making a video with regards to what trades and what opportunities I see in the market currently. Please still do your own analysis, apply your own risk management. And yeah, let's see where the market takes us from there. So kicking things off with Euro USD, we are still trading within that range that I showed yesterday. However, on a lower time frame, yesterday we did our analysis on a daily. Today I'm on a 1 hour time frame. So here we can see that we have formed that triple bottom candlestick formation. And this is obviously now giving us that opportunity for, should we break above the neckline, which is sitting around that 1.1445 level, we could see a potential retest of these previous highs at 1.157. Moving over to our next pair, which is AUD USD. Here we can see this one is currently trading in a rising wedge pattern. Rising wedge pattern obviously being a selling pattern. So all I'm going to be sitting and waiting for this one is a patient, nice break below 0.637. And if we break below and close below that level, we could aim for a potential target around that 0.622 level. Then moving over to GBP USD, also known as the cable. We obviously had this trade last week, which I showed you, that descending triangle pattern. This has really gone a very, very nice trade, especially yesterday. Took some partials and it kept on going from there. Took another set of partials. Now, what I am looking at is we can see this pattern has now created a certain amount of resistance right over here. So I have actually closed all my trades, all open trades on this specific one. And I'm going to wait for it to come all the way back down, break this rising wedge pattern, look for a close below round about 1.329, and then a target around that 1.305 level. Again, just emphasizing how important trade management can be for your trades. Just because you're in a certain trade, don't let that become your ultimate bias. Here is another example where last week we again had this triangle pattern and we were waiting for that break. We obviously got to a level where we were able to take some partials, and it then moved up a little bit further where I took a second set of partials, just because of the fact that when it got to this level here again, saw that same resistance breaking down. So I originally wanted to take partials up here, but didn't really seem feasible anymore because of the fact that it is showing a good amount of resistance. So on this, I currently have one position open. That one position, I have locked profits just above this 1.1 level flat because of the fact that if it breaks below that, firstly, I will close my trades in profit, which is a good thing. But secondly, then there is a new pattern that is forming, which is now this rising wedge pattern, that should it break below that 1.1 level, we can potentially aim for a target all the way down here at 1.078. Then going over to GBP NZD, quite a few rising wedge patterns for you today. So this one, I'm waiting for not just the break of the pattern because of the fact that you can see there's a little bit of a liquidity grab area here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to showcase that to you as well. So here you can see that spike down. So I literally want to break out of the pattern and close below that 2.245 level, which we can then aim for the bottom of this pattern, putting our target around that 2.232 level on this one specific. Now moving over to our last pair for today, which is NZD JPY. Here you can see this one is in a falling wedge pattern, which obviously is a buying pattern. It is busy breaking that pattern at the moment. So all we're going to be waiting for is a break above that 85.1 level and then aiming for those higher points all the way up at around 85.8. Then trading a daily little breakdown of what I'm currently seeing in the Forex market for you today. Please, as always, remember that everything that I share during this session should not be taken as financial advice, just me looking at a couple of trades. So please do your own analysis, trade safe, apply proper risk management, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Cheers.